Hey guys, Siren here, and welcome back to the Lake of Voices. Let's continue on with where we left off a few days ago. September 20th, I guess. Alrighty. That's it. Alrighty. The guide narrows his eyes at Benel, who only gives him a taunting grin. So, this isn't about any possible adverse effects. You want to leave me injured and immobile on purpose. Benel shrugs, then returns to smirking almost cockily. If there were no side effects, I likely would have thought nothing of it. However, mentioning those risks triggered something in my mind. You've never done what's best for the group. You only choose the safe option for yourself. With that in mind, I can't exactly trust you when you tell us that the medicine is truly our option. Now, or I can't exactly trust you when you tell us that the medicine is truly our one option now. Even if carrying you means that you will be more at risk than otherwise, I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Benel chuckles diversely and rolls his eyes, while spinning the medicine vial between his fingers. I hope you're proud of that. I hope you're proud that I'm following your advised method, not considering others' guide. Despite Benel's sarcastic jab, the guide returns to his usual empty, deadpan expression and makes no attempt at rebuttal. There, he accepts it. What of you? Benel turns to look at us cautiously. Lou looked away from the situation. I notice, however, that he's trying to hide a smirk growing on his lips. Benel seems rather pleased by the reactions thus far, grinning widely at us. If anyone is worried about my ability to carry the guide for the rest of the night, you shouldn't be. Rest assured, a willowy man like the guide won't slow me down whatsoever. He puffs his chest out proudly. Lou places his face into his hands, refusing to look at Benel's way. Through his fingers, a glimpse of a grin still remains. Well, at least he's finding kind of a happy grin during this. Benel faces me expectantly. The guide also levels a steady gaze in my direction. We may be having a bit of fun getting the upper hand on the guide for a change, but if we don't go back now, we never will. Do we truly need to? All that matters is reaching the shore safely. What is really for the best in this situation? His expression immediately falls when I say this. He stares down at the bottle in his hands dejectedly. I sigh. I don't enjoy dashing his hope of not being completely at the mercy of the guide. However, this reckless behavior is more likely to get us all killed. He cannot carry a man for this entire journey. I'm aware that you have good intentions, but having a mutiny on our guide is going too far. Considering the state he's in, it's possible that his mind is clouded already because of the pain. What if he is no longer able to keep his eyes open after a while? If the guide cannot take care of himself, then he won't be of assistance to anyone. Benel scans me, and I can tell that he has reservations over my argument. I can't blame him. The guide will not give up on his own life or over some pain. Yet, I stand by my reasoning and look at him firmly. Benel looks at me and then back down at the bottle. The others start to grow nervous over our battle of wills. Hand back the medicine. The guide won't leave us behind as long as we follow diplomatically. We all must cooperate. We focus our sight back on the guide, realizing he's become the center of attention. He haltingly gives us a nod. Bimel clicks his tongue a few times before doing as I asked, and handing the vial back to its owner. He feebly accepts the glass and uncaps it, downing half the vial without wasting any more time. I feel confident that the guide will continue to show us the way. However, Bemel starts to grow frustrated when the guide does not immediately speak, pressing his heel into the wooden board below in anticipation. Anticipation. Alright, long words. Anticipation. There we go. That's the right one. The guide softly rests his forehead against the side of his staff. His eyes drop slightly as he relaxes his muscles briefly. He waits patiently for the medicine to kick in, forcing the rest of us to do the same. After a brief pocket of time, the guide's labored breathing steadies, and he slowly pulls himself onto his feet with his staff as leverage. Despite stumbling slightly and trying to get up, the spike in energy he receives from the medicine is noticeable. We must continue now. He doesn't waste that strength communing with us further, instead turning his back towards our small group, and with that brief statement finished, he starts down the bridge. I still see him limping. I cannot deny that is worrying. He's already taken half the medicine. Would taking enough to properly walk be so much of a risk? I begin to follow after the guide, and the two with me follow behind, making sure to stay within the safe harbor of my light. Once I'm near him, I notice that he isn't becoming more stable in gait. I ponder over whether I should mention my thoughts to him or not. I bite my tongue and let the thought go. Now is not the time to be making more of a fuss. Yeah, 'cause practically most of the night has already gone by. So, why would you be making more of a fuss? As soon as daylight comes, the pathways will be sinking back down into the water. So, better not to have a fuss than have a bigger fuss and stop again. The guide knows how to manage these types of situations. Creating another discussion will waste more of our time and accomplish nothing. It's already been settled, and I need to keep it that way. Basically what I said. Oh my gosh. I guess I could tell the future from that one. Anywho, we're gonna save this part. I'm gonna save it right here. And we're gonna call this episode good. So we're gonna, menu. Yes. Alrighty, yeah. We're gonna call this episode good. I know the previous episodes of Lake of Voices have just had cut-off moments, but I was still getting used to that sort of recording again. Anywho, now, if you guys are enjoying the series of Lake of Voices and want to see more series like Lake of Voices, like graphic novels and stuff, I can do. It's just I have to take breaks in between them. But, anywho, if you guys are enjoying the series and you've made it this far, type pine cones in the comments down below. you guys have a nice, anywho, you guys have a nice rest of your evening, day, night, any time of the day. I bid you guys farewell. Till next time, you guys enjoy the rest of the commentary.